Right, hey guys, how are we doing? Back on another video from Totally Not Mark, and today we are checking out Keijo, a secret shonen masterpiece, and it did have a review in the thumbnail. And if I remember correctly, Keijo is the anime which is about girls that fight each other with their behinds against each other and try and push each other off a thing by pushing each other with the behinds, with the bottoms. I think. I'm not as cultured as most anime viewers, so I'm not aware. But let's get into this. I think this is going to be quite random.
Every few hundred years, we get a work of art that completely redefines its medium. Beethoven's Fifth, the Mona Lisa, Die Hard, masterpieces individually put together, interwoven threads in the endless tapestry of history. Equal parts depicting and dissecting our civilizations, inspiring countless generations to tirelessly participate in the eternal collaborative effort to articulate the human experience. Every culture is judged on the art it produces, and each piece of art is a product of its culture. And on October 6th, 2016, the most important art form of all, anime, finally received its culture-defining masterpiece as the world was graced with the gift of Keijo.
Okay, yeah. Logged out. Oh my god. I see.
Keijo is a difficult piece of art to analyze. As most of you know, my preferred medium for consuming these types of stories is manga, not anime. So naturally, I used my fiance's credit card to order the entire series of paperbacks overseas. However, roughly halfway through the third volume, it came to my attention that the entire story was actually written in Japanese. And although I was shocked to discover how easily I could follow the titillating plot through the assets of his visual storytelling alone, to truly immerse myself in the rich, thick lore of the Keijo universe, I felt it was necessary to understand the expertly written dialogue as best I could, and as such, I made the difficult decision to switch to the anime instead. And that is exactly what we will be discussing here today. And let me tell you, there is more than a handful to discuss right here. Its flawless pacing, seamlessly covering two
my girlfriend sat next to me like, what are you watching?
Episodes, Keijo has not only proven itself the pinnacle, but also renders all anime that came before it redundant. And so I have decided to remove all of my previous videos and retire from YouTube as soon as this analysis goes live. As I fear the act of even discussing anything else serves only to distract from the bigger picture.
Oh my
but
god.
I'm getting ahead of myself. To truly convey the soul genius of Keijo, then we have to start at the beginning.
Okay, yes, please.
The story opens with our hero Nozomi experiencing her first professional Keijo battle from the bleachers. Keijo is a sport in which women stand on a platform surrounded by water and attempt to knock each other into the pool using only their breasts and buttocks. A masterful twist on the old boring form of combat typical to lesser shonen anime, often reducing themselves to using tired tropes such as punches and swords, both of which have been around since at least World War II. By rejecting the obvious means of battle and embracing the new, Keijo opens up a whole new world of possibilities and immediately breathes new life into the dying genre of action.
Yeah, of course. This is what's needed.
Person could immediately identify the artistry at a glance. It seems as though Nozomi is primarily motivated by the huge cash prizes awarded to winners of Keijo tournaments, implying she comes from a less than privileged background.
Oh, of course, so she needs the money.
Profession of gymnastics in hopes of pursuing something with higher potential earnings. This immediately endears us to Nozomi as an audience, casting her as the underdog in an unfamiliar world, following her heart and taking risks to provide for her family.
Yes,
as an audience,
good on her.
Being introduced to and fallen in love with both a well-developed new character and an entirely new, sophisticated, high-concept sport, all within the first 5 minutes
My
of episode.
God.
This is truly masterful story.
It's incredible.
And interestingly, in an intricate display of non-linear narrative, we flash back 6 months to the Keijo School's entrance exam, where we are exposed to the enormous skill sets of the other students.
Whoa.
Despite an impressive display of her talents, in an unprecedented turn of events, our hero actually loses her final battle after receiving a devastating ass to the jaw.
She does as well.
To say I was in legitimate awe of this twist of fate would be a gross understatement.
My God.
As someone who has been following anime and manga as far back as I can remember, I can't recall a single instance of a shonen hero being defeated, most notably Goku, who has never lost a fight since the beginning of Dragon Ball.
Of course, yeah, ever.
And although the loss does ignite a real passion for the sport within Nozomi, her low score in the entrance exam places her in the infamous room 309, reserved for the worst Keijo athletes. But it's here we are properly introduced to the rest of the main cast.
Right.
Kazane Aoba,
Who we got?
Socially awkward girl. Non Toyoguchi, socially awkward girl who also has a soft butt, and Sayaka
Right.
Miyata, a cute socially awkward girl who gave up a promising judo career so that she could wear cute swimsuits.
She
It's
gave up
perhaps
judo
the most
to do
diverse cast
this.
of rich characters with relatable motivations I've ever seen in modern literature. And over the next few months, the girls engage in rigorous training, including moving their butts and also moving their butts again, ultimately resulting in a great bonding experience and the discovery of hidden talents. Aoba comes out of her shell and is revealed to have a hand so sensitive it can detect changes in the wind. A skill
My
she
God.
utilizes by giving the best possible ass massages to each of her fellow students. Miyata realizes her prior
This is real.
granted her increased speed but struggles to fully utilize this ability. None continue to have a soft butt, and Nozomi discovers her ability to use an incredibly powerful but equally dangerous technique.
Right.
The vacuum butt cannon.
My
In which
God, the
user
vacuum
must
butt
thrust
cannon.
their hips with such speed and force, it creates a sonic boom-esque explosion so powerful it can obliterate the very clothing of its targets.
My God, that's
Ladies and
dangerous.
gentlemen, I ask you to take a moment to commit this image to memory. Each curve of a supple breast, the helpless expression of their delicate faces. This may be the single most important frame in
Babe,
animation.
I'm not enjoying this, I swear. Stop looking at me like that. Why are you judging me? It's not my fault I'm watching this.
Keijo's dark and sinister undercurrents.
Mark, my girlfriend's looking at me. Just get on with the video.
3 months into her first year, our heroic band of misfits are finally given the opportunity to show what they've learned during their class exchange tournament.
Excellent.
In which the lower class students
Story
do battle
progression.
with the elite class, and even potentially take their place should an elite student be defeated. However, the students who rank lowest in the tournament will lose their position in
No.
the school, setting the table for a perfect high stakes, high reward showdown.
Let's
We hold
go.
our breath for our 8 larger-than-life protagonists as they prepare for the biggest, firmest challenge of their
The biggest and
careers.
firmest
First up, we
challenge.
have the former judo expert Miyata versus Rin, an elite student and the self-proclaimed fastest butt in Western
The
Japan.
fastest
battle
butt? How's a butt
test
fast?
with both combatants seemingly equal in their ass-slamming pace. However, Rin is renowned for her near superhuman lung capacity, giving her an edge stamina-wise. And in the final moments, with all hope seemingly lost, Miyata resorts to an experimental technique, hoisting her swimsuit high above her hips, granting her greater mobility, catching her opponent off guard, and ultimately claiming victory. This is a brilliant example of subverting well-known anime tropes.
Yes, it is. My expectations have very well been subverted.
Generally by being some flavor unchosen. However, in Keijo, all the special moves are human abilities that exist in the real world.
Really?
This show possibly the most realistic,
What's
down-to-earth
going on?
I've ever in my life seen.
That was meant to be Gilgamesh in this fucking thing, wasn't it?
And next up is Aoba
Hey, it was just
versus
asses coming out of all his
a matchup that seemed
portals.
Oh my
honestly
God.
flawless for Aoba, particularly in the face of Mio's enormous skill set, her herself having never lost a single Keijo battle in her life.
My
But
God,
the fight
she's a
itself
pro.
gets off to a shocking start as Aoba tenaciously begins commanding her teammates with unquestionable authority and flawless insight. The girl who could hardly bring herself to speak in episode 1 has fully developed into a strong, confident young woman.
Yes,
Which shows
character
not only
development.
Aoba's leadership, but the accuracy in which she can read her movements.
Whoa.
At which point it's revealed that Aoba can actually read a person's disposition, condition, and even their habits, much like the wind, using her incredibly sensitive right hand.
A hand,
And all she
of
has
course.
to do was touch her target's butt. The massages. That's why Aoba
Incredible.
offered the massages to all
This
the
is
other
so
students.
mind-blowing.
It wasn't comic relief or fan service. It was an ingenious ploy to gather invaluable intel.
She
off of
needed
real
to for her
opponents. I
power
can
to
honestly
work.
not describe the emotion I was feeling
That's why she
watching
gave the
this. I've never
massages,
seen
babe.
such holistic
Yeah.
storytelling.
Yeah.
A technique wherein the writer subtly introduces concepts and events seemingly meaningless at the time, but which will hold massive significance further into the story. This is a literary device so new and
As if
bold
it's
that
using
scholars
the
have not
Martha
yet agreed
Batman
upon a
Superman
word to best
thing there.
describe it.
That's a
Perhaps
comparison.
it's not meant to be articulated, only felt. And to do this, I most definitely did. I'm not ashamed to say that this, honestly, reduced me to tears. Anyways, then Mio hypnotizes everyone with her giant titties and knocks them all into the water.
Whoa!
Mission failed.
That's some powerful
And
boobs.
that's when it happens. We finally have Nozomi Kamanashi versus Kotone Fujisaki,
Yes.
a purebred athlete from a long family history of Keijo, serving as a perfect inverse to the outsider Nozomi. Fujisaki begins the fight like a buoy
What a clench.
possessed, lunging ass first at her prey, dispatching her opponents without even It's remarkable.
It makes no
And
sense.
instead,
How she
she
moves
takes
like
the fight
that?
on their own, using her prestigious family
Whoa.
ability to summon the guardian of Hades itself. opposing ideals is about to begin.
Jeez.
Born into a life of riches, forced to join Keijo by family obligation, and the other choosing to join the sport to escape poverty, but slowly discovering a true passion. A battle hinging on the gifted Cerberus versus the hard-earned vacuum butt cannon.
The vacuum butt cannon, of course.
And Nozomi, thrusting her greatness upon others. But in the face of insurmountable odds and climactic clashing of cheeks, Nozomi manages to knock her opponent out of the ring. Winning the day and proving to us all that hard squats beats talent when talent hardly squats. And although the victory may seem bittersweet, with fan favorite and national icon Kazane Aoba having lost her placement match, it is revealed that Mio's titty hypnosis is actually a forbidden technique, resulting in disqualification from the match and securing all 4 of her heroes a place in the elite class. A group of underdogs once assigned to the humiliating halls of room 309. Dedication, hard work, and absolutely redonkulous booties have proven themselves a force to be reckoned
Go ahead,
with.
girls.
A tale as old as time.
Show them
Finally,
they were wrong.
Having now ascended to the top of the class, the girls are subject to even tougher training regimens, such as walking in a river and ripping turnips out of the ground using only their asses. All to prepare for the annual tournament against the rival upper-class school from across the country, the famous East versus West War, where Keijo's true eldritch nightmares are finally revealed to us in full display. But before we talk about that, we have to talk about the profound, subtle horror that is lemon-stealing whores. Lemon-stealing whores is an infamous pornographic film starring James Dean, Haley Page, and Joanna Angel as the titular lemon-stealing whore.
What is this?
And it is possibly the single most frightening piece of media ever produced. The scene opens with a young couple waxing lyrically about the beauty and value of their beloved lemon tree. They discuss the possibilities their lemon tree affords them and even compare their love for each other to that for their love of their tree. However, conflict enters the fray as our antagonist, the lemon-stealing whore, appears and begins stealing their lemons, whorishly. The couple ultimately catch the perpetrator, confront her, and I guess then they have sex. I'm not sure. I've never actually made it that far. But on the surface, this might seem like an offbeat, if not otherwise remarkable porno, but look what happens if we take a moment to consider the horrific implications of the world these characters inhabit when we remove the sex scene.
I wish I was a lemon.
You wish you were a lemon? If you were a lemon, I would put you on my shelf and cherish you like I cherish all our lemons.
That's so beautiful.
I tried.
Who are the lemon-stealing whores? Are they a race? A class? A creed? How do the couple know of their existence prior to this encounter? What is it that draws a whore to a lemon like a moth to the flame? Why have an entire band of whores dedicated themselves to the theft of lemons?
What has happened in this society that not only the lemon-stealing whores, but the owners of the lemon trees themselves all inherently recognize the impossibly high value of the humble lemon? And
My brain's gonna explode.
And some can own theoretically infinite supply of lemons, while others are left to scavenge and steal and presumably starve, or at least get scurvy. Questions that are hand-waved away by the promise of a sexual encounter are now devoid of rationality if you remove the climax.
And this is the nightmarish hellscape Keijo's cast are forced to live in every day, with everyone outright refusing to accept the inherent sexuality of their actions. During the final battle, we see our heroes obliterate their underwear, perform judo using only their nipples, and make direct face-to-butthole contact in front of a stadium full of spectators, including their parents, and no one seems to recognize the implication of their actions. No one in this universe knows what sex is. Even more troubling, the characters will sometimes react in such situations, but only very briefly and under extremely specific circumstances. The first instance of Nozomi using her vacuum butt cannon and disintegrating the other girls' swimsuits renders her teammates completely naked and understandably embarrassed. However, in the very next scene, those same girls are just as naked in front of just as many people to no reaction. Even more interestingly, some of the characters claim to be sexually interested in boys or girls throughout this series, but consistently fail to recognize the meaning of that claim, like children playing house as a husband and wife, completely oblivious to the implications. So I ask, what is causing everyone to behave like this, perpetually on the cusp of sexual realization, but doomed to slip into the all-consuming ignorance that is Keijo? And by the way, why in a world like this is Keijo, of all sports, the most popular? And why does the opening of each episode feature a non-corporeal, all-knowing entity very deliberately avoiding the word sport, instead choosing to describe Keijo as a new form of legalized gambling? What does Keijo even mean?
mystery.
Directly translated from Japanese, it says Seoul, the capital of South Korea.
Whoa.
Is the South Korean government involved in some sort of mass brainwashing conspiracy
This
to
is
exterminate
ridiculous.
the concept of sex from Japan, thus eradicating an entire country's population within a single generation?
Those sneaky
Why? When I
bastards.
explained this to my fiance, did she leave to stay with her mother, but not before recommending I go see a therapist? Is she in on it too? I mean, yes, it's an anime about TNA. If TNA stood for terror and abhorrence, of course the girls win the bullshit East-West war, but who fucking cares about that? We need to investigate the true nature of Keijo. Millions of lives are at stake. What does the author Daichi Tsuruyomi know? Hey, look, hurt me. Let me go. Open your eyes, people. Free yourselves from the abyss.
Oh my god, this
Keijo is a wholesome
video
juggernaut of
was
literary
amazing.
prowess that offers the perfect evening for the whole family to enjoy.
Yes.
Stream it now on Crunchyroll.com, or you can buy the manga in Japanese.
Wait, is it on Crunchyroll?
Special
Not that I-
thanks to Tom O'Regan for making this
Not that I
video as
care.
hilarious as it is. If you want more of his deep analysis, click the leftmost video on screen now, or follow the link in the description. Also, April Fools. Jokes aside, Keijo is a surprisingly well-animated and charmingly written show. You should definitely check it out. And no, my editor isn't making me say this. End video, don't say this out loud.
That was very funny. That was really good. I'm not used to Totally Not Mark do funny videos, so that really took me by surprise. I was expecting it to be like an April Fool's kind of video, because obviously the time we're recording this, it's April 1st. I was expecting it to be random, but that was something else. Didn't you think that was funny?
Yeah.
My god, like, the way he wrote the script as if he's actually analysing and reviewing it properly like his normal reviews. How? There has to be so many random outtakes for that. How do you straight pan the stuff he was saying about the butt moves and then the lemon stealing whores? What was that about? That was so good. That was so funny. I love it. So thank you guys very much for watching, and hopefully next time it'll be his Hunter x Hunter reviews, and who knows, maybe I might check out some of his other reviews. But until then, thank you guys very much for watching. What do you guys think of that? What do you guys think of this? Click like, subscribe if you haven't already. Leave comments down below. Let me know what you should watch and discuss in future videos. And I'll see you guys. Just all you guys. Knit down.